Yeah. Went and beat the odds, they thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. Went and beat the odds, they thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. I was meeting Ben Frank. I've been tying to my ends, booking flights, setting trend.
And we're in here, folks. TeamOne, Vendetta, Mirage. And a tough task for Vendetta. They got to start out on the right foot here. Yeah. They did not do that on their own map pick of Inferno. And wound up costing them pretty substantially. So, can they slow down the beast known as 1? Or I guess it's now known as Los Grandes +1?
Yeah, I mean,
nomenclature. Cxzi, can he take the first? He's overwhelmed, but Chop's already found more, and out towards the van they go, and Chop lays them low. Nice round for the Chopper. Able to do quite a bit in this matchup. He's been a bit of a hero for them of late, and recognizing that that window is still not available to the CT side. Yeah, this is going to be a spicy fight with Tender. I think this bomb plant's coming through. I don't think there's much that the CTs can hope to do against that.
No. They have the kit at the very least for this retake, which seems viable. Well, we saw Maluk and IDK, in fact, pull off some heroics in the pistol round prior to this one over on Inferno. So let's see if they've got it in them again. IDK peering over the tippy top of the smoke, and Vendetta are going to have to get a move on soon. They do have the kit, and there we go. IDK is dropped, and now Maluk is in a very, very difficult situation.
Insta-dink. Getting me kind of excited. A little hot and heavy, but it's not to be. Chop's hero round does not go to waste. They do, in fact, win the pistol round, but with the buy coming through, here comes the immediate follow-on threat. Still, 4 players surviving, kits surviving, armor surviving. It's a nice little start here for Vendetta.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. I mean, but when you look at the stats, it's just the pistol round. And when you look at the stats overall for TeamOne, this is their best map over the last 3 months. They played it 12 times, 9 wins, only 3 losses, and a plus 71 round differential. They are lethal here. On the Vendetta end, it's not too bad. 8-8 over the last 16. It is one of their most played maps, but they have a minus 16 round differential. So very heavily favoring TeamOne here on paper. Bit of damage exchange there between Vendetta and TeamOne, but still no casualties in the first 25 seconds. And look at this lean from Vendetta. They are heavily favoring the A site right now, which leaves B quite vulnerable. Cxzi anchoring it down. But if TeamOne catch on to this, they will be in quite a good place.
Peek mid, this is bold. Jacquino's just spotted. He's got a lot of information. He gets out without damage. Just fortunate for him, but look at the health that's starting to stack up here. It's looking a little risky. Tender. Oh my god, Tender is crouching and praying right now.
Poor Tender. Oh no!
Oh, Tender! Oh, just start making bad luck Brian memes with Tender's face.
Yes.
It feels accurate. That's a big find for Jacquino yet, and without that kill on Tender, without the confirmed damage either.
Oh no!
Never mind. IDK gets the both. Why not? He's looking for more. Can't find that, but he's kept the numbers even, and that position on Catwalk is compromised. Bombs going down, ain't nothing Vendetta can do about that. What do they got for this retake? Silas doesn't want the smoke.
I don't think they got anything for it.
Silas doesn't want the smoke. They're saving.
Yeah. No, there's just, I mean, Silas at 8 HP and a couple of pieces of utility. It's worth saving here with these 2 rifles. That is a tough round because Vendetta finally had a nice little edge here in round number 2, but then it was erased by IDK, who spotted out a couple from ladder room into window, and that was pretty much the round at that point. Cxzi obviously got that response, but that confirmed his position. It was communicated well by TeamOne, and then it was finished off by TRK. Wow. Such a great opening pistol, and now they lose one of the rifles, in fact the more potent one in the A4.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Ouchie mama.
Very ouchy.
First full investment going to come through here for Vendetta, in that they are going to drain their bank. Go all the way in, facing after this one Fama, since it's a double eco. And TeamOne, ready to roll right over them. Rifles up, utility up, everything up. Big's not on. yet. And TRK erased. Okay, what a way to turn the one far loss into something early. They can't chase that kill. They've got Pesa playing a bit of babysitter to it. But that's going to put a little pressure on the Team1 early in what should be a gimme round. It's certainly going to be anything but.
Yeah, they need to be careful of this connector position, right? Tender keeps poking his head out and firing off a shot. That could easily lead to another frag and then a 5v3. Cxzi's got a very aggressive angle held here in the apartments as well. Pesa needs to have his wits about him as he's going to come around this corner.
You going to flash for this, or if he's just going to 50-50 check either couch or kitchen?
They have the flash. They should probably throw it for this.
They knew Cxzi was in this position previously. There's potentially two since Silas was the one who got the kill. There's the flash bang. Still a 50-50. Spacing's not perfect, and so they lose another body, and it's Pesadelo down as well. But Mobs' position, this could be huge. Takes down the rifle, takes down Silas. That can't be retrieved just yet. Shot through the flames, tickle him. Yes, they do. Force him into the open, and Mobs is lethal. He's knocked low, but just Jaquinho left to deal with, and the bomb now ticking away. Jaquinho will have to wait out these flames. He doesn't have a kit. Certainly on a potential. Spotted the first, and Mobs will take his fourth.
Yeah, nicely done by Mobs on the anti-force buy there, as he takes care of 3 players at a big moment, right? Because it was a 3v3, and he really needed to come out big to open up that space towards the B site, and, well, that's exactly what he does. Mr. Mobs, who was very quiet on Inferno, uncharacteristically so. So he wants to get into the rhythm, and he definitely was yesterday, right against Nouns. He was one of those pieces that kept on firing off and getting some clutch rounds. Pesadelo, there was an 8 for himself. Clears out the space here in underpass, and he will be creeping forward. Only pistols coming into this round for Vendetta. In fact, the only money spent is by Cxzi, who upgraded to a P250. Everyone else on the USP. Should be a quick round. Should.
Jaquinho's got a lot of info here.
Yeah.
If there was ever a way for this to get weird, Jaquinho is trying to find it. The old push through spawn. But they're already up catwalk. It shouldn't really matter if they actually hit the site before this happens. Here's the spring of the few players they've got, and they're dead. They're dead. They're all dead. Jaquinho's like, guys, but the flank. See if we can get a knife kill. Come on, Jaquinho. Knife him. Knife him. Knife him. Knife him. Oh, you coward. And that's
he doesn't get
why
the
you
kill.
knife. And that's why you knife. Especially on the ping, man.
Yeah, that's rough. That animation, that kickback when you get the dink. I don't know. Maybe CS2 won't have it.
Hey, had to get it in there somewhere, folks. If you haven't seen the report,
Yes.
This is actually an interesting time to talk about it. If you haven't seen the report, Richard Lewis has put out a report that he apparently has sources that have confirmed that not only is CS2 in the works, it's close. Almost a complete game. There's apparently already been a beta test in Seattle with some pro players. Yep, that's spicy. Maluk has collected the first kill. Jaquinho laid low. So again, a nice start here for Team1 in an investment round for Vendetta. But Shop is looking to get cheeky. And he's going to lose that duel. Ah, it's tough. Now they've given up 2 in towards the mid position. Team1 have softened sight. They are picking the one site with actual resistance on it, but it should still be awkward situations for Vendetta to actually fight this through. Tender's got to go ham. Tender's got to go ham here. He's going looking. Now he's catching the utility, and he's forced off the angle. Pesa will be dead in towards mid, but in the same moment, Tender is taken out of play, and so in a 2v4, what are they going to do? What's Cxzi got for us? He's got the first. He's into the smoke, but his feet were sticking out, and it's all into Silas now. Footsteps made. They know he's here. Got pretty good confirmation, and Silas might just try and back away and save.
Yeah, kind of has to. Another really nice execute by TeamOne onto the A site. And everyone getting in on the action except for IDK. But that won't matter. What does matter is TeamOne are off to the exact same start as they had on Inferno. 4-1 in the lead against Vendetta. And Vendetta, I mean, we were talking about it before. We were hoping that because of the fact that they performed well towards the tail end anyway, on their CT side, it was starting to pick up some rounds. Actually, it wasn't their CT side. It was the end of the first half. Anyway, look, they started to build up a little bit of momentum for themselves. maybe something would happen here and it would be a close affair, but TeamOne so far looked pretty comfortable.
It's reminiscent of what we saw in Inferno, I will say. Scoreline is identical to this point, but this time Vendetta gets started on the CT side, so you can't really afford to go down this massive deficit again with the way that we know Mirage likes to play out. The way that we know TeamOne like to play this map through. Luke gonna choose to risk the Molotov early on, loses half of his health to it. Bit ambitious. It's a forced buy on the other side, but, well, not even a forced buy, a one-saved rifle on the other side, but no harm, no foul just yet. Face has got a ton of positioning in towards mid, and Mobs has just found the opener in the Palace.
Nice shot from Mobs onto Silas. And he's going to get another fight here. I think Tender wants to try for it. Why not? You've only got the deagles. And he's dead.
Yeah, that's why not.
Makes quick work of it, throws the
Mobs
AK
low
out.
HP gets that's a heck of a way to do it. Just get rid of one of the guns.
Yeah.
Wily Coyote, this Mobs. But he's met his Roadrunner.
It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Time to play hide the AK, Jaquinho. They know where you are.
They absolutely do. And he's dead. Tried to take a fight towards Connector. That wasn't really hiding the AK at all, Mike. He just literally tried to go out and take a fight.
Man said, I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. And then did not, in fact, take him with him.
No. No. Far from it. 5-1 for TeamOne. That one was pretty much a gimme, though. Vendetta didn't invest much of anything aside from the deagles. But now they've got the op, they've got the 3A1Ss, the A4. Chop's going to charge right down into underpass. He's going up aggressive. He's trying to take this early control towards B. And once they realize no one's here, well, it could be too late because TeamOne in the meantime are going to get rebuffed, though, as they go towards their A hit. Tender and Silas get a couple. Pesa finds a response, but it's only one. 4v2 in favor of Vendetta. And TeamOne continue to try and press the issue here.
Just tried to go for the faster hit, but this time they found the reinforced sight. Still, oh my god, TRK. Man. This one was looking done. This one was looking like a done thing. A 4v2, Chop. And now the flank from Chop is going to have to pull this back. They're hesitating, they're waiting. There's an opportunity here for Chop to smoke up, though.
There's no way they have the read on Chop.
They don't seem to. At some point, their spidey senses have to tingle. Planting open to him, and he's going to collect that kill. Now a minute for Maluk to work. That was the rough position of both players. Flashbang to make him uncomfortable. Smokes up. That bomb can be retrieved.
Could go B.
Interesting that they're dumping all these smokes. He's going to be able to plant safe. He's going to be able to get this down. Giving him that at least. Now a bomb to play off of. Trying to close the gap, make it awkward against the AWP, and Jaquinho ducking around does exactly that. Nice bit of play there. Going to be able to get the second round on the board. 3-2 survive, but he'll at least keep fighting here on Mirage.
If Chop's not on that flank, Vendetta lose the round, I think. It's good for that he went aggressive in the early goings, because if he doesn't get there, it's so tough to get that bomb site back. To be honest, it should have been a Vendetta round victory anyway, because it was a 4v2, and then TRK just comes out and gets a ridiculous transfer to find two instantaneously and open up that bomb site. Maluk getting the bomb plant is a victory in itself. Like I was trying to say, though, he could have gone to B. I mean, he knows both players, and one's connector, smoked off, the other one is towards ramp and probably not peeking around at that moment, so he could have grabbed the bomb and gone B, but he wanted to try and keep that fight onto the A site, which I guess could be more advantageous, for his AWP. Either way, just waiting a little bit longer here as we got a timeout called, but we'll be back into the action in just a few seconds now.
Double up, man. Cxzi with the big green. He used to be a monster in Mirage CT side op, and so I got some expectations here. Let's see. Let's roll back the years. Towards the apartments early. A duel with Maluk right on the cards. And this is going to be a straight up fight. Any utility got for it. The flashbang's there. The spot is as well. Not the kill, but the nade will chase, and Maluk's going to catch that one right on the chin.
Chop's going to try and spam through the wall here and connect on something. Not going to happen. Cxzi completely blinded and smoked off. Fires off a shot in the dark. That doesn't connect on anything either. In the meantime, TeamOne, they're just playing defaults, right? They're just waiting for contacts to come through on Vendetta's side, and that could happen in towards mid. Chop, he found that success going aggressive in that previous round. This time, though, it's being watched for by pesadelo.
Still, though, he is a smooth operator, so let's see if he can win out this duel. Pesa may not be aware that he's so far up, but he is indeed, and so Chop's progress will be stopped. Moving on to the site, that's a big kill. Silas answering something from the steps, but he can't slip away, and now it's just the double op, so a retake here, a nightmare. A kill, at least for Cxzi, but even with that, do you really want to risk this?
No.
Give it a look in. Give it a chance. Gotta get on Cxzi. But it's such a tough ask with the double ops, and this is such an expensive buy to maintain.
Yeah, I mean, you take one peek. If you can't find it, then fall off. Oh my goodness, Cxzi's almost overcommitted there. Now he falls back into connector.
They're giving him nothing. Cxzi's gonna go for a look, and he's deleted, so that's one single op drop down. Can be retrieved by Team1, and Cxzi, he's already in the other zip code.
I think it was already too expensive, to be honest with you, Mike. In the double op setup, 2v3 retake, and you don't see anything in the first 10, 15 seconds. Already waiting, I think, 5 seconds too long if you're at the 15-second mark, but they really wanted to try for it, and Cxzi, well, he lost his op as a result. So only one big green saved on forward, and there's a world where you can justify going for the force buy here. I don't think it's a good idea, and yeah, half buy will come through, so it's up to Joe. Is it? I'm getting confused now because Cxzi just went for the deagle and Tender fully bought up. Miscommunication perhaps, or maybe they just want to try and reinforce that off a little bit more.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
A-side execute looks like it's coming in, and Tender is trying to get a flame umbrella here. A little asbestos umbrella. It's not recommended, folks.
No.
Found one gap here. Someone's got to check him. TRK does exactly that. Okay, smooth as can be. Tough operator here, and I think once again it's time to play hide the AWP. Jacquinho's even hit one on the gap. The bomb is down. Really do got to be thinking about the exit strategy here, even though it's a 4-on-4. Cxzi is now dead, and no one is close enough to retrieve that. But
Chop's got a flank again.
Chop's got a freebie. They had no idea. They had no idea about that one. Just getting downright weird. Now they can commit fully into it. Got enough of an inroad. That's a shot and a half from Cxzi, but Mobs will take down 2. Onto the 1. Bomb planted open. Maluk knows he just needs to wait the clock. He just needs to secure the round. Money doesn't matter for this T side. They just need the dub. And Maluk's got exactly that. The tag on a
Chop.
filthy shot from Chop. But it will not get them a round win.
Oh, at least they saved the op, though, on Vendetta's side. And really, a ridiculous job by Chop again on the flank, finds one, and then even gets the last 2 players. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have the kit, nor the time anyway, to defuse the bomb by that point. Well played by Maluk to jiggle back and forth just to attract the attention. And like you said, money didn't matter. TeamOne's got plenty of it, so they're going to reinvest into this round. No problem at all. 7-2 in their favor, and it's on their T side that they're about to come out with an 8th round and secure this half. But Vendetta are back to their double op setup. Let's see if they can make it sing a little bit better than last time. Cxzi peering around. He sees the shoulder, but he misses the shot, and then Malbs just pounces on him with the AK.
He was the only one here.
Yeah, the B side is cracked wide open.
What are you gonna do? Jacquinho's gonna swing. Even this is risky, and it's gotta be a save. It has to be a save. There's just no way you can justify this, and they're about to lose another rifle. Oh,
Jesus.
No. Vendetta have just been smacked in the mouth, and all their teeth have been swallowed. Oof.
Yeah. Being honest, I think they're mismanaging their economy, and they're making a lot of mistakes in terms of when to decide to pull the plug on their retakes. Oof. Well, at the very least, they're going to save here, but
in a panic situation again here, right?
Yeah.
This is reminiscent of Inferno. It got up to 9-2 before Vendetta finally had an answer, and they're again seeing so many of these gun rounds where they just really do not hold a candle to TeamOne. So they're feeling the pressure. They're feeling the pain. Silas might keep this one A1S alive. He even goes for a bit of a swing there. Lucky to take it through. They'll be able to invest around it, I believe. Problem is, just it hasn't really mattered what their investment is. They have struggled to keep TeamOne off.
They really have. They really, really have. And there's no op for them to work with this time because they continue to invest into the double op for the previous 2 rounds. All right, TeamOne have indeed secured this half with an 8th round. Silas going to ladder room. TeamOne are looking to work that B site once more. Last time they just charged in and deleted Cxzi. This time it's going to be Chop trying to anchor things down. Silas pushing up Cat. Pesadele's right behind that smoke. He's trying to be cheeky. In the meantime, though, there's a trade that happens. Chop and TRK each finding frags, but it's Pesa to give his team the man advantage. And again, here they come into B, but Jaquinho and Cxzi have the answer this time. They get 2 combined, and Maluk and IDK are flashbanged. And did Maluk?
Yeah, I don't know how it didn't do that much damage.
Yeah.
But Maluk did just op through IDK's shoulders. It's getting weird, folks.
What?
It's getting weird. It's getting saucy. And it's finally going to be around for Vendetta. So it requires backs turned, it requires op shots into teammates, it requires a bit of miscues and chaos, but Vendetta hold TeamOne off. Find their 3rd.
I mean, it looked like TeamOne were going to be able to get into that B site once more, but this time it was a little more reinforced with Jaquinho and Cxzi already posted up to try and take down those apps players, and it worked this time. They get a couple, and nothing really came through afterwards. Bit of a weird situation. I have no idea how that didn't do more damage from Maluk's op. Must have went through something. I don't know what it could have gone through, but either way. Cxzi, this time, is going to go down to Maluk, even though he gets him down to 7 HP, and the trade comes through immediately from Silas. The B-site's reinforced. TeamOne's walking into a wall again.
Ooh, Pesa. Call him the wall breaker. That's what he's about! Shattering these down, breaking them down brick by brick by brick. He needs to cross the bomb to be planted. Tender can find the timing here. They're around the corner. He's missed the easy window. Pesa wanders in the middle of the site. Wanted to save for plant. They've completely discounted Catwalk in multiple rounds now, and it has cost them. A TRK wins that duel, and, well, they'll just kill everybody who needs a bomb
That's
plant.
ridiculous. I mean, just when you think Vendetta's finally found the answer, right? They had a couple of frags come through. Pesa was the next player that it felt like was lined up to go down, and then he's the one who delivers a couple and brings his team right back into it. And looking at the top of that scoreboard, well, he's there again in second this time at 10 frags, but Malb's at the top. He has really been solid at 13 and 7. And TeamOne once more isolate that round victory for Vendetta and force them back onto an eco round. Although it will feature a little bit more than just pistols, a couple of FAMASas, and one of those FAMASas rings true to get the trade after TRK finds Silas. Malbs looking for an entry into A, and he finds it. Jaquinho's head ripped right off, and Cxzi, well, he will work with Tender to at least get IDK. They are in a tough spot.
Everybody's here.
B-site's empty.
Everybody's here. They've realized it. They've realized it. They're moving in towards B. They've got the right read on this. TeamOne say, yeah, sure, you can have those guns.
Yeah.
You can have those little victories. We're going to try and win this round. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Molotov's in. They've got the deep angle. No one in position. And Bob's about to mow down 2 in mid. This one's over. Tender out of spot, out of time, out of chances. Don't even know if he gives this a look in. By the time he got towards site, even if no one fought him, would he have time for the defuse? That's a question you got to ask, and he's going to answer it with, I don't think so. So we're going to have double digits on the board in the first half here for TeamOne. It's looking even better than Inferno.
Yeah, as expected, right? Because TeamOne are much stronger on this map compared to Inferno. They have had their ups and downs on Inferno versus Mirage, where it's been more ups than any downs, really. Tender.
Hi,
Let's get one onto Malbs.
Oh.
Nice shot from Tender. He couldn't even get the last one. There it is.
It's the ace. It's the worst ace to feel, to have. An ace where you don't win the round and it doesn't matter for their economy, really. But God, does it look cool.
Wow, those were some wicked taps.
Where's that Tender been? Where's that Tender been? More of that, please.
Jeez.
Double helping of those Tenders. Whew, that was a brutal. He does well over double his kills.
Where did the AK go?
That round. I dropped it over. No, he picked up the op.
Oh, right.
Dropped it to Jacquinho. And Pesa, speaking of AKs, we'll put this one to great effect. He didn't even see the players. He's already almost killed two. Cxzi is just clinging to a corner in desperation. The underpass play has proved fatal for Silas. Cxzi not far away from the grave right now, and TeamOne again starting off well as they look to put an extra exclamation point on an already stellar half.
Yeah, Vendetta's kind of lost at the wheel here. Pesadelo. Throwing the smoke in for connector. Tender is getting very aggressive onto a ramp. And Vendetta's dedicating a ton of utility into connector, just try to counter what TeamOne's throwing their way. But it looks like it could be another BXQ. Yeah, I mean, the bomb's going into the apartments. You got a couple players on Cat, only one player to worry about for now on B. It will be two as Cxzi tries to reinforce from the market, and Chop at least finds IDK to make this a 4v4. Could push TeamOne back, but no, they're going to force the issue. Coming on forward, Chop is the key piece. Can he find a second, or will he go down? The answer is he'll go down. What a shot from TRK. Pesa finds Jacquinho, and it's all up to Cxzi, and, well, actually now, only up to Tender.
I was going to say we need another ace,
Yes.
but it's not happening here. No mercy from TeamOne.
That. Yeah.
Look, we knew this was likely the result hidden in the Mirage, but we had enough of a fight on Inferno that we were hoping for a little bit of spice here. But right now, Vendetta are getting bloodied, beaten, and battered. TeamOne is just in the back alley, kicking him in the ribs over and over and over again, and it just doesn't seem to be anything Vendetta can do to fight back. Oh, Jacquinho flying out with a UMP. Get weird with it. That's the answer. Just jump in, fight everybody, push everything, fight everything at once. Why not?
Is it enough, though?
Something done here. 2v4. Mobs spots two players. He's taking down the first, knows the other one's the top. Got his teammate coming into Palace right now, so if he can distract for long enough, Pesadelo can make his way through the smoke, and that's what Mobs knows. He's just trying to hold their focus. Pace is waiting for this smoke fade. Uh-oh. One found. The other two close up. He knows it. Pesa. Down he goes. They're above him now. Doesn't realize one's on top. Ah, that'll be the finishing blow. A shot from Tender to finish things out and at least give Vendetta the slimmest of hope headed into the second.
Into the jungle. Bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all of my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. I go home when I win. I'm alone when the wind blows.
Hoping I get advances, this increases chances. My life is like a prom, but there ain't no dances. I'm standing in this hall getting funny glances. I was raised as a youth but was missing parents. I was raised by my granny, shit I miss my granny. Hardly raised by my daddy but I miss my daddy. Wasn't raised by my mother but I miss my mother. I ain't get to know my mother but I actually loved her. Strange, I made the studio my home. Every time I touch a microphone I'm at home. Every time I hear a metrodome I get in the zone. Every time I get into the zone I'm usually all alone. Home, it's where the heart is, pop. It's where our art is, usually goes the heart is, pop. It's where our art is, showing them that you are hip hop. Long as you finish, doesn't matter where you started. Home. When I win, I'm alone. When the wind blows in and I won't lie. Oh, at home I get home, go home, get home, get home, go home, get home, go home, get home. Why? So home is where the heart is, yeah. I said I'm in love with my hood, just know my love ain't lust. Hater said he had my chick, just know my broads ain't touch. Don't be snitching on my clique and get my dog caged up. Look for smoke and get you all blazed up like a chimney. Aggressive with the ace when I hit your face with the mini-me. Have to switch the plates when I use the K on the enemy. I shoot it's automatic like bad habits and tendencies. All in the back, puffing the remedy. With a 9 on my lap, she like a 10 to me. I started from scratch, now the epitome. These rappers all my sons, y'all motherfuckers be kidding me. I'm smoking blunts out the Range Rover, the chain smoker. Dangerous, pretty ugly with Dracos if you ain't noticed. My hometown is a war zone and it ain't bogus. Fridge is filled with a gang of coke and it ain't soda. When I win, I'm alone. When the wind blows in and I won't lie. Oh, at home I get home, get home, go home, get home, get home, go home, get home, get home, go home, get home. I go home when I win. I'm alone when the wind blows in and I won't lie.
Quite the dominant first half from Team One, but a not-so round at least gives Vendetta something worth fighting for. Let's see if they can get something started here. They're going to get a site for free. Nobody's here for one. They'll be playing full retake on towards A, and this bomb is going down. So at the least, the plant already found for Vendetta, and that's a great sign for this team.
Oh, wow, and they're pushing it to C team. Luke takes a couple of shots to the head there. And Pesa's posted up at jungle.
It was actually body shots. He just doesn't have armor, John, so that aim punch was brutal.
Yes.
He'd be dead if he had a couple shots to the head.
I don't know, from that range?
Yes. 2 dings with the Glock. Do you in. Unarmored. Yes, sir. Jaquinho, shop and tender. Get themselves a bevy of kills. IDK2, though. He's surgical. He's clinical. Oh, nearly makes that interesting. Starting out the party, starting out the interest, but this one's going to be done. Maluk not even looking like he wants to go for it, and he is out of time, out of chances, a little extra money in the bank, but it's going to be a pistol round, much needed and much claimed by Vendetta.
Yes, indeed. Maluk. We'll just run away here. Prevent the kill bonus from coming through. But yeah, I mean, Vendetta absolutely needed to take that pistol round, and TeamOne just really couldn't get their retake going enough. Sure, IDK had a couple of nice ones, but that was not enough for them to get back into it. So another pistol round goes the way of Vendetta. Don't forget, they took the pistol in the first half and only got 4 rounds total. That is just bad, unfortunately, when you take a pistol and it falls apart like that. So perhaps TeamOne will be able to do the same thing they did in the first half, and their force buy will yield around victory. We'll see. 2 Deagles, a 5-7, and 2 Scouts this time. They've got a little bit of presence on the B site, not much. Player on Cat, and 3 on A. Pesa swings around the corner right into the bullets of Chop, and then Chop just goes right into Malps, and Malps, I don't think saw him. Something happened there. He looked like a deer in headlights. Wasn't expecting that swing to come through so quickly, perhaps. 5v3, and Vendetta should safely have this one.
I think he just got lightning swung.
Yeah.
So the Scouts probably just gonna try and make it into the next round. Bit of a mulligan on this one. Vendetta will shrink that gap. Still very much early doors, but this is the start you'd be hoping for if you're a Vendetta fan, you want to see 3 maps come through here. TeamOne, meanwhile, is saying, just get us to the rifles. Just get us to the rifles. Get us to the rifles. Come on, get us to the rifles. Scout's still lethal. Certainly wouldn't want to be testing the Maluk Scout.
And that'll do it.
What do you most want to see in Counter-Strike 2, John?
Oh, me. Oh, I definitely want to see some nice shiny skins. That's what I want to see. I want to see what the skins look like when they're transferred over. See, because if you want my theory on this, Mike,
Okay.
I think that what's going to happen is Counter-Strike 2 will be released as a beta, and it'll be tested and everything and make sure it's good to go. And then afterwards, it will be merged with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which means that Counter-Strike Global Offensive will be no more, and it will become Counter-Strike 2, essentially. So all the skins and everything will get carried over. It makes the most sense for the market and the economy, right, for everything to move on forward and be carried in. Oh, and that's oh, nice shot from IDK. Oh, what a way to start things out here for TeamOne. But yeah, what are you looking forward to, Mike?
I'm looking forward to that heater of a shot.
Oh.
And now, you know, I'm ready for, let's see, let's get mortars in the game, drivable vehicles, Maluk, sniping another
serious.
Bring back the riot shield, bring back the riot. I want to scope on the M4 again. Jaquinho's been tagged down. This is getting real dire. We got to start talking about this round because, oh my goodness, the nades chased. Oh, Vendetta and a 2v5 and barely a bullet's gone back the other way. That's a nice start.
This is
ridiculous.
Silas.
They need to dig this out, though. They need to dig this out there in the hole. And Silas, he's got a shovel. Trying to bail him through. IDK had the right idea, but he doesn't commit. He doesn't commit. They've only seen Silas, and he doesn't know where the bomb is on shop. But still, a lot of nerves going to be in here, and IDK's got the right read. He's repositioning. He spotted the one. He's waiting for them to come through, and they will indeed. That shot's not on, and this recovery is on. Still no positioning knowledge.
5-7, Mike.
Yeah, man, this could happen if he plays his time right. Audio Q giving up. He's close enough. Didn't just try and bait it. 25 seconds here on this plant. No health for TRK. They just need to get the bomb down, but he's got the headshot. He's got the headshot. He's looking for more. He's buying the time. It's going to come down to the 1v1. Mobs on the line. He knows where he is. He already got the tag. The USP will finish it. USP is all he needs. Silas has to force this bomb down. First bullet wins it, and Silas is quickest on the trigger.
Oh my goodness, Vendetta. Okay, maybe we spoke a little too soon in that first half. That is quite a performance in that round, getting back into it. Sure, okay, look, TeamOne didn't bring much into that round, and it was pretty catastrophic at the beginning for Vendetta, but wow, what a way to turn it around. And at the end, Silas, unnoticed, 4 HP, still connects instantaneously as Malbs comes around the corner with the USP. Well played from the Vendetta squad, and that will make it, I believe, 4 rounds in a row from going back to that first half.
Yes, indeed. That round got so spicy. The toe tag, all that separates Silas away from death. My goodness. Not a chance to make good on that. Very aggressive posturing. Vendetta content to wait out this first salvo of utility. And as the smoke starts to fade in towards Palace, they'll have to readjust. It's going to be the execute on towards a Mobson sandwich. He could be overlooked. He could be the key piece here. Do they check him? Luke finds first contact. That might distract, but Luke gets another as well. Now Mobs can strike. And it's disastrous. They're into the guns. They're into destruction. They're into ruination here. Mobs back in the corner. Jaquinho will run that down at the very least, but Silas is alone. And this time it's not a 1v1. He's got to win. It's a 1-on-3. He won't get started. TeamOne, the guns come out, and the round immediately goes their way.
That is not a good sign for Vendetta. You want to really make a statement in the first round that TeamOne actually have a full proper buy-up, and they do anything but. 3 players left standing. Timeout going to be called by Vendetta to talk things over, because due to the fact that it got so close in the 2 rounds ago, right? Or a round ago, when Malbs was coming out there and doing so much damage, and the entire team on TeamOne were able to whittle down Vendetta to only 1 player. Their economy is in a very bad place. Sure, Silas can drop, but yeah. So, we'll see if the comeback ends there, or if Vendetta's got a little bit more left in the tank. Looks like it will be the buy-up with Silas dropping an AK.
Alright, hear me out.
Yes.
Counter-Strike 2, you can just get in that car. Drive it up mid!
No. We tried this.
Slam
We tried
it
this.
on the accelerator!
We tried this before Counter-Strike Source even existed. In the original Counter-Strike on Siege with a tank.
Pesa!
Pesa and Maluk,
Call
though.
him the car, because he's running him over!
Yeah, but there was an APC on a map called Siege. Which
We don't
most
have
people
time
won't
for
even
your
know
old
about.
man stories,
You
John.
have to
There's
hear
a
it,
round
Mike.
happening right now. Jaquinho coming through the
come
smoke.
on.
He's been sprayed down. Maluk's just getting all the
Okay.
kills. Chop will get one back, but it's all over. Maluk has taken the round. All right,
Let's
now
be
your
honest,
stories?
that round was already over while I was talking about that story, Mike, all right?
Sometimes I gotta just shift gear, John, if you will.
all right, whatever. But 13-7 in favor of TeamOne here, as they're going to have a significant advantage now. Vendetta, they spent it all in that round, and it looked like an eco, to be quite honest. And they are going to be on a real eco this time, with a P250 and a couple of flashbangs coming through for Tender.
Looking at their chances in this qualifier in the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas closed qualifier. Look at them circle the train.
Oh, this nade, TRK, if it's timed right, it looks like it is. Oh, chonky.
Shonky indeed, softening up these players as they drop on in. IDK is ready to collect, and so far it's looking so good for the players on site. Indeed it will. One pity frag for Tender, but that's all he gets. 14 for TeamOne, and they just need a little bit more.
I'm kind of upset that you called it an old man story, Mike. I gotta say. That one hurt a little bit.
Oh, sorry, John. had to get over. had to get back into that round.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Silas. Oh, my
Pesa.
goodness, Pesa.
He's taking dominating control here in towards mid. He's making such a nuisance of himself, and he says, you know what? I bet they're trying to bait me into an underpass play. Molotov comes out. Might still die to bench. Oh, no. He doesn't even yet. There we go. Cxzi finally gets that kill, but not before Maluk's taking his teammate out of play. Advantage still in for TeamOne.
A lot of time left on the clock. Vendetta. Oh, no.
He's got
Cxzi, he doesn't get caught out. Yeah, it makes it a 3v3. He's got the smoke out here. Smoke off connector and allow his teammate to join him. Where do they decide to go with this mid control? There is a player looking in ladder room. That's IDK. You realize that someone could be around Cat. The hit is actually going to the A site, which is pretty vulnerable considering that Mobs is all by his lonesome. But yes, he is tucked in Firebox.
There is a molly. This would be quite the read. They're not going to make said read. Mobs has been tagged down to 2 just off of spam. That's huge. So he's just going to try and play the timing, and he's dead. He's dead. Mobs was found out. They spammed him down. They figured this one out. Bomb's going to go down, and you would imagine this turns into a Maluk save. There's money here, but TeamOne need to play the long game. They need to maximize the number of these rounds that they can just get the guns out and try and deny any sort of comeback.
Yeah, so Maluk gonna save the op here. Great work from Vendetta at the very least to make those numbers work going towards the A site. Obviously, Mobs was the only one on defense there, and once he goes down, it's really difficult for TeamOne to make their way back in there, and they just can't. So, well read by Vendetta. 8th round up. But like you said, yeah, keep that economy healthy. There's no reason to throw guns away. And ensure that a full-on buy-up will come through as many times as possible to try and close this map and series out. Last time these two teams played here was a 16-8 win for TeamOne, which is possible for them to replicate.
Is indeed. Is indeed. Where are we going to go? We've got some very aggressive play in the last couple of rounds, and particularly in towards mid for TeamOne. It's worked for them more often than not. But we could see them settle back in just a bit. Mobs the sandwich. Here's the face in towards mid. Maluk looking for the peak. IDK up on catwalk. This triple setup means that no control is going to be able to be taken till up mid. But for now, Vendetta's going to wait and see if the aggression comes their way. It's happened often enough that they think it's a worthwhile bet to put some time on. Silas gets the first. That's a Maluk in towards connected. Dropped. He went adventurous, trying to peek up top with that op, and the shot's not on for IDK. That's a big whiff. Suddenly, this round is looking very viable. Ace has crept into the corner. A cheeky spot, but he gets bottled. So he'll have to back off. The smoke extinguishes it. Kill comes through for Pesadelo. Is he out of here? He is. That's a nice find for Pesa to keep them available into this round. And meanwhile, Mobs is going to walkabout. He's trying to wrap from spawn and making their way to catwalk.
He might be
but
too
if they
late.
hesitate too much, if they slow this down. But here's the thing. If the apartments player gets killed, this could get real weird.
Mobs is going mid, though.
His first contact from TRK is so important. If he gets his kill, it slows things down, and now Mobs can be impactful. So he does find the one he needs. Molotov forces him out. He spots that player on catwalk, so Mobs is trying to pick up the pace. Jaquinho not looking for this. That drops the bomb. Uh-oh. They don't realize there's one connected, but still time is going to be such a concern. There's only 18 seconds here, and there's still a player towards either side of the map.
I don't think he has
15
time.
seconds. TRK. It's all about this cat player. Tender has to create space for his teammate to get over, and he has to do it now. He has to do it now. 7 seconds just from the mark.
I don't think he can make it.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. That's going to be 15 on. All Pesa has to do is live. And live he will. Thrive indeed. The kill found. Vendetta up against the ropes.
Oh, man, they just misplayed the timing, and it took too long for them to isolate TRK on that B site. If they get that frag just a moment sooner, then he can charge up Cat without much hesitation, but TRK just timed it right. Unbeknownst to him, right? Because he didn't realize a player was that close, but yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes as we head into what could be the final round of play here on Mirage and in the series. TeamOne has 7 opportunities to close this one out, and Pesadelo is the sentry here towards mid. He's got the smoke toss. Tender could spot him out, and he does. But the thing is, the buy-up isn't that great here for Vendetta. He doesn't have the rifle, only the Tech 9 for Tender, and the Deagle for Jaquinho. Look at this, though. Cxzi and Chop onto the A site, get the opening 2 frags, and this cracks things wide open. IDK still not spotted out, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Maybe it will. Oh my goodness, the trigger discipline from IDK! He prevents the bomb from being planted. He's the last one standing,
He tried to pull
made
off
it interesting at least.
the master stroke play, but the problem is no one else got any kills, so making that kind of patient play a little bit baity, shall we say? Kind of hung his whole team out to dry to make that late play.
Yeah.
Doesn't wind out working out too well.
Yeah. And it looks like they're going to force up here since they're on the double save, so why not? 4 Deagles and the MP9. It has worked before in this series against Vendetta. Towards mid window. Oh, through the smoke twice. In fact, maybe even 3 times to the leg of Jaquinho.
You know, on notice here, we've seen these rounds get away from Vendetta before. Still danger in it. We know the danger of these TeamOne Deags. And there's Maluk showing us exactly why. The utility actually sails into the perfect window. They gave him just a tiny window in the smoke. He gets a kill, and then he gets his own smoke screen put up. Thank you very much, Vendetta, he will say. The pressure's going to be on for this squad. This isn't the way you want to go out. This isn't the way you want to go down.
They might try to retrieve the rifle in mid. It's risky, but...
Now that it's been vacated, they don't know that it's been vacated, but if they take a peek
Right.
mid to go for another Deag shot and see nobody, yeah, I mean, that's an AK. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
It's free real estate.
I mean, if anything, Peso might get it if the AXU comes through here.
This is going to be a great setup. Player up on the balcony, IDK to play off of him. Oh, IDK into the ninja spot.
Oh, man.
He needs to distract from Mauls for this setup to work, and it looks like he's going to play even more passive, but time could again become an issue. 35 seconds. That's smoke into Palace. That might make them hesitate. But it's the polar rotation off, and now Tender getting that kill sells it. Now the cacophony of kills come in. That was played perfectly from Vendetta. They didn't leave themselves much margin for error, but they knew that with the lesser gun, TeamOne would be a bit panicky on these rotates, and it works out. Great play.
Pesa. Yes.
Great execution. Now they just need to seal the deal. Pesadelo spotted the first. Doesn't have a ton of
Eventually
time to work
gonna
with here.
check this.
We're just gonna try and get 2 out of this. And overplays it. The 1 kill wouldn't have mattered, so it's fine to try and go for more.
Exactly.
Still the round win for Vendetta.
Yeah, I would say it might have been better from just trying to hard clear underneath Palace and instead of going and attracting his attention in towards CT. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Just the pistols up. And now, well, TeamOne will have to save anyway into this one. It'll be a full-on save, 0 investment, because Maluk needs to get that op up and running as soon as possible. They're likely going to stack a site as a result. It's the gamble stack towards B. One player does lurk at the A site. That is Pesa. But outside of that, let's see if they guess right. Looks like it. Doesn't matter. There's another question, and it doesn't seem like it will at all. Cxzi is going to get a 3K, and Chop just deletes mobs.
Clean site, clean take, clean plant, clean round. Pesadelo, nothing to save, nothing worth having, nothing to really give away, so let's see what he could do with a USP and a dream. Actually, a fair chunk of damage, but he is a dead man. No way he was getting out of that one. He just wanted to get the round done with. 4 rounds. 4 rounds are what Vendetta need to drill this back, and there's going to be investment in this round, but it's not going to be perfect for TeamOne. There are flaws, there are cracks, there are problems here. So what do they have for us with a lesser utility, without the kits, mobs even taking a FAMAS? Which
Luke Glass Cannon.
Considering how much mobs loves those headshotting, FAMAS, big problem for him.
Well, I mean, you know, get the headshots with FAMAS, then you're in business. It's actually pretty effective. So
It's gonna be the push in and go for the fight. Mob's gonna get the first, and that's exactly what we see from Mobs time and again. Pressure on for the Opper. Luke needs to try and get away. The smoke is down, but he's pressured onto Falcon. No one's coming to help him. No one's coming to help him.
Oh my
They've abandoned
goodness.
their Opper for the fight in towards mid, a fight that no one is at. TeamOne with a massive misread of the situation. Hang Maluk out to dry, and with him gone, this round should be over. It should be a save call, but it seems like they're going to fight their way in.
get
This is a
Tender
tough
here.
spot. If Tender goes down, there he does. Okay, never mind. The game's back afoot. The bomb's not even planted yet. They're just now getting this down. A flashbang's here, but TRK, he's ahead of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nade
still tough.
makes this easier, but it's going to be all about the guns. Jaquinho on the ping. He's got to try and find some blistering shots, and he's out of play. Everything onto Silas now. Tucked at Tetris, but this is all about counter-striking. There's the swing in. There's the kill for Pesadelo. The hero of this series fittingly puts it to rest. TeamOne take the dub, have the defuse, have the victory, and they will move on for a rematch with Nouns. One more series needed for a spot at the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas here, John.
Yeah, and I mean, look, that was, I think, the 3rd or 4th round where there was a 2-man advantage for Vendetta, and TeamOne were able to strike back and win the round. I mean, you can't be throwing those types of rounds away with that type of advantage, and it's just the difference in skill right now between these two teams. And look, TeamOne looks solid from beginning to end. Really impressive stuff. Almost